What if the secret to lasting success lies not in what you do, but why you do it? Simon Sinek Start with Why explores the transformative power of understanding and articulating your purpose. This is the story of how I applied Sinek's principles to uncover my why, inspire others, and create a life of meaning and impact. By anchoring my actions in a clear purpose, I unlocked new dimensions of motivation, connection, and fulfillment that reshaped every aspect of my journey. At the heart of Sinek's philosophy is the Golden Circle, a framework for understanding human motivation. The Golden Circle consists of 3 layers: what you do, how you do it, and most importantly, why you do it. Sinek argues that starting with why is the key to inspiring others and achieving lasting success. When I first encountered this idea, I realized that I had been focusing primarily on the what and how of my life, neglecting the deeper purpose behind my actions. I began reflecting on my values and passions, asking myself questions like, what drives me? And what impact do I want to have? These reflections revealed a core desire to help others unlock their potential and lead fulfilling lives. With this clarity, I started aligning my decisions with my why. Whether it was choosing projects at work or volunteering for causes, I prioritized activities that resonated with my purpose. Sinek's Golden Circle became a guiding framework, helping me navigate choices with intention and authenticity. Over time, this practice deepened my sense of meaning and allowed me to create stronger connections with those around me. Sinek emphasizes that people are drawn to the purpose behind your actions, not just the actions themselves. He illustrates this principle with examples of leaders and organizations that inspire loyalty by clearly communicating their why. I began applying this insight by rethinking how I presented myself and my ideas. Instead of focusing solely on the outcomes or processes, I started sharing the motivations behind my work. For instance, in professional settings, I explained the deeper purpose driving my projects, which resonated more with colleagues and clients. This approach shifted how others engage with my work, making interactions more meaningful and productive. This shift transformed how others perceived and engaged with me. By sharing my why, I fostered stronger connections and inspired greater trust and collaboration. I noticed that people became more invested in shared goals when they understood the purpose driving them. Sinek's lesson reminded me that authenticity and passion are powerful tools for inspiring others, not just in work, but in all aspects of life. To effectively communicate your why, Sinek stresses the importance of clarity, discipline, and consistency. Clarity ensures your why is well-defined, discipline aligns your actions with your why, and consistency reinforces your message over time. I started by clarifying my why through journaling and self-reflection. Once I had a clear statement of purpose, I used it as a compass for decision-making. For example, when faced with opportunities, I asked myself whether they aligned with my core purpose. If they didn't, I had the discipline to say no. This intentionality brought a newfound sense of direction and focus to my choices. Consistency was perhaps the most challenging aspect, as it required aligning not just my words, but also my actions with my why. Over time, this alignment became second nature, creating a sense of integrity and authenticity in all that I did. This practice also strengthened my relationships, as people could see that my actions were driven by genuine intent. Sinek's framework reminded me that living with purpose requires ongoing effort and intention, and that each step forward builds trust and confidence. Sinek argues that great leaders inspire action by starting with why. They create environments where people feel motivated and connected to a larger purpose. Leadership, he explains, is not about authority but about influence and inspiration. I began practicing this approach in my own leadership roles, focusing on communicating the why behind team goals and projects. Instead of simply assigning tasks, I shared the vision and purpose driving our work. This shift fostered a sense of ownership and enthusiasm among team members. When people understood the bigger picture, they became more engaged and innovative. I also made an effort to understand the personal why of each individual on my team. By aligning their motivations with the larger mission, I created a culture of collaboration and shared purpose. Sinek's insights transformed how I approached leadership, emphasizing inspiration over direction. This practice not only strengthened my team's performance, but also deepened my understanding of what it means to lead with empathy and purpose. Trust, Sinek explains, is the foundation of any successful organization or relationship. People follow those who they believe have their best interests at heart, and trust is built when actions align with words. I focused on building trust by consistently living out my why. Whether in professional or personal contexts, I made sure my actions reflected my stated purpose and values. This consistency reassured others of my authenticity and reliability. It also reinforced my commitment to integrity, ensuring that my behavior aligned with my intentions. Additionally, I practiced active listening and empathy, showing genuine care for the needs and aspirations of others. Sinek's lesson taught me that trust is earned through alignment and connection, and that it's a critical ingredient for inspiring and leading others effectively. Trust became the bedrock of my relationships, fostering collaboration and mutual respect that made every interaction more impactful. Sinek introduces the concept of the infinite game, where the goal is not to win, but to keep playing. Organizations and individuals driven by a clear why focus on long-term impact rather than short-term gains. This perspective shifted how I approached my goals and challenges. Instead of obsessing over immediate results, I began focusing on sustained progress and growth. For example, in my career, I prioritized projects that aligned with my long-term purpose, even if they didn't offer immediate rewards. This approach allowed me to remain grounded in my values while pursuing meaningful success. This mindset also helped me navigate setbacks with resilience. Viewing challenges as part of an ongoing journey rather than as final judgments allowed me to stay motivated and adaptive. I began to see obstacles as opportunities to refine my approach and strengthen my resolve. Sinek's infinite game reminded me that purpose is not a destination but a continuous pursuit, and that true success lies in the ability to sustain effort over time. The principles of starting with why are not limited to leadership or business. They can be applied to all areas of life. Sinek encourages us to approach relationships, hobbies, and personal development with the same intentionality. I began integrating my why into everyday activities. For instance, in my relationships, I made an effort to understand the deeper motivations and values of those around me. This created stronger, more meaningful connections. By aligning my interactions with my purpose, I fostered deeper trust and understanding in both personal and professional relationships. In personal development, I used my why as a guide for setting goals and pursuing growth. Whether it was learning a new skill or volunteering, I ensured that my efforts aligned with my core purpose. This alignment brought a sense of fulfillment and direction that made even small tasks feel significant. Sinek's lesson taught me that living with purpose is a holistic practice that enriches every aspect of life, turning even the mundane into meaningful experiences. Start with why taught me that purpose is the foundation of inspiration and fulfillment. By understanding and articulating my why, I transformed how I approach work, relationships, and challenges. Each chapter reinforced the importance of living with intention and authenticity, showing me that true success stems from aligning actions with deeper motivations. What would change if you started with why? Remember, discovering your purpose is not just a step toward success. It's the essence of living a meaningful life every single day.